sharing with you 10 recent sales that are all in the shoe category. So if you ever wondered what kind of shoes to pick up, what kinds of brands, what kinds of styles, then this video may be for you. Like I said, I'm going to show you 10 sales, and these are going to be across a couple of different platforms, eBay and Poshmark. As usual, if you're interested in this kind of content, anything to do with reselling or flipping things online for a profit, then don't forget to hit subscribe down below so you never miss a video. So every single one of these items were cross-posted using the Vendoo software. I started off listing on eBay and then I cross-posted them onto Poshmark, and then you'll be able to see in this video exactly where they sold. But obviously by using Vendoo, I was able to give these items the best chance possible to get in front of the right pair of eyes, the buyer that chose to purchase them. All right, without further ado, let's go. I'm going to put a picture up here for you so you can see exactly what the item looks like. First item was a pair of Lucky brand Toffee brown boots. They were absolutely gorgeous. They were a pair of ankle boots, and I bought these from a yard sale for just $5. They were not brand new, but they did come with the original box, which quite frankly sometimes can help. Just looks a little bit better in the photos sometimes, if you know what I mean. So like I said, I paid $5 and they sold on eBay for $38 plus shipping. All right, pair of shoes number 2. These were a pair of flip-flops. So I don't pick up that many flip-flops, but these were the brand Chaco. Most of us are familiar with these strappy sports sandals when it comes to Chaco, and those do really, really well usually, especially the brightly colored ones. I almost always pick those up when I find them at yard sales. But this is the first time I've ever sold a pair of flip-flops by this brand, but they were leather, so I decided to give them a chance. I spent all of $1 on these at a yard sale, and they sold for $23 plus shipping, and they sold within a week, so a pretty quick flip there. Definitely a brand I would say to look out for. All right, pair of shoes number 3 is Dansko. This is a pair of Dansko clogs. Now they did have, I think, a bit of like a Mary Jane type situation going on there. There's a little bit of detail to them. Again, this was a $1 purchase at a yard sale, and they sold for $40 plus shipping on eBay as well. A great keyword for these kind of shoes is actually like comfort shoes, things like that, maybe even like nursing or teaching. Anybody who's on their feet for a long time, like a long shift, definitely tends to like these kind of shoes, and you'll often find them in a sort of a clog style, a very classic clog style. One thing I will say when it comes to Dansko, just a little tip, is you want to do a sort of stress test on them. So you want to take them by the sole and you want to give them a little bit of a twist. They're very prone to dry rotting, unfortunately, in the soles if they are not stored correctly. And if you do this twist, if there is some dry rot going on, then you're going to see that cracking and breakage, or like a sort of like a black substance coming off in your fingers real quick, and you're going to know that they are not good to resell. I've learned that one the hard way. All right, pair of shoes number 4 is a pair of Nike Air Zooms. These were high top sneakers. They had a really sort of like retro look to them. They weren't actually vintage, but when you get a pair of Nikes, you want to check the style number if you're interested in seeing if there's something special. Inside the tag, like where the tongue is, you'll often see a number. Sometimes it will start with a letter, sometimes it won't. That is what you're going to put into, say, like your eBay app so that you can check solds. And more often than not, that's going to give you the exact product name of the item, and of course those comparable solds for you to make your judgment call with as well. I spent $5 on these at a yard sale, and they sold for $70 plus shipping. All right, next item was a pair of new in-box Allegria shoes. I mentioned Dansko earlier being the type of shoes that a lot of like nurses and teachers wear and things like that. Well, Allegria is another one of those comfort shoe brands. You can find them in like flip-flops and things like that, and those don't do quite as well, although there is a small resale market for them. However, these ones that are very classic, these had like a Mary Jane strap as well, but often like that kind of clog look again to them. They're the ones that seem to do the best in my experience. These new in-box shoes only cost me $3 at a yard sale, and they sold for $37 plus shipping again on eBay. All right, and the last eBay sale in our shoe roundup today is a pair of Clarks. These had kind of like a wallaby look to them. I don't know if you're familiar with Clarks wallabies. I think they were very popular in like the 70s, 80s. They have like a crepe sole to them, very specific look. These weren't actually title wallabies, but they had the look. And I spent, again, $5 at a yard sale. They did come with the original box as well, although they were not brand new, but again, that does look quite nice in the listing, and it kind of makes them easy to ship as well. $5 for these, and they sold for $38.99 plus the shipping. All right, let's move on to Poshmark real quick, where I show you which shoes have sold really recently on the Poshmark app for me. First one is this bundle of Coach shoes. So I came across a whole bunch of Coach at a yard sale. It was towards the end of the day, and she made me a bundle deal. So I got these 3 pairs and then one other pair as well that were not the same style. These were actually all the same style, just different colorways, all the same size, all that kind of stuff. And so there was these and one extra pair that I got for $30. So I've got just under $30 in these basically. The buyer bundled all 3 of these together and sent me a best offer, which I accepted. And that was an offer of $85. So after Poshmark's 20% fees, that still left me with a $38 profit, which is not too bad at all. All right, next is a pair of Harley-Davidson motorcycle boots. They were really cool. They were tall, black leather boots with like a skull detail on them. These came from a yard sale as well for a total of $10, and they sold on a best offer for $76. $10. Next is a pair of Toms. I wanted to mention these because I do not pick up all Toms at all, but if there's something a little bit unique or special about them, sometimes I will, because they're kind of like more limited edition, if you like. So these were like a red crushed velvet shoe, just their classic flats. But at the time that I was buying this, I knew that Christmas was going to be on its way, and they are kind of like a nice holiday shoe. So these cost me $2 at a yard sale, and they sold actually fairly quickly for $25. All right, and the last item is a pair of new in the box Columbia sandals. So I do try and pick up some of those new in the box like brand name shoes. That's almost a no-brainer. I paid $10 for these, which is more than I usually would. However, again, they sold in like 2 weeks for $50. So after all of that 20% fees for Poshmark and whatnot, that's still a profit of $30, which is not too bad at all. All right, and that's my 10 recent shoe sales. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in learning a bit more about how I managed to cross-post all these items so efficiently from eBay to Poshmark and a multitude of other platforms, and don't forget to check out more information about Vendoo linked down below as well. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what your favorite brand of shoes to sell is, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!